When lockdowns were imposed in March due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Philippines saw possibly one of the most bizarre things that could happen in Metro Manila. Then congested roads cleared, no unending lines of vehicles, cleaner air and no sound pollution echoing through virtually every corner of the metropolis. Overflowing jeepneys and crowded buses were nowhere to be seen. Only private cars roamed the streets with their drivers ready to explain they were out to do essential tasks. As the government began to ease lockdowns to stimulate the economy, the road slowly revert, reverted to pre-pandemic times. More and more modes of public transport were allowed again beginning June 1 with the health protocols in the place. Even with lessened volume, the quarantine era routes still become reminiscent of pre-pandemic times. Vehicles were still piled in the lines that got people to where they needed to be later rather than sooner.
About 4.5 million Filipinos have lost their jobs this year, with the unemployment rate at 10.4%, the highest in 15 years. The government reported due to the COVID-19 pandemic and this lockdown shuttering thousands of businesses. But as quarantine restrictions gradually eased, the economy reopened to allow workers to return to their jobs. The jobless rate also eased to 8.7% in October. National Statistician Dennis Mapa told a press conference on Thursday, December 3. He cited from the latest preliminary results of the Philippine Statistics Authority's Quarterly Labor Force Survey, or LFS.
All over the world, poverty rates continue to rise for the first time since 1988 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In the Philippines, a sobering fact indicates that several households have joined the ranks of the poor, thus reversing the gains made in the past decade in significantly reducing poverty. This pandemic has already caused the biggest global education emergency in history. An increase in poverty will make it very hard for the most vulnerable children and their families to make up for the loss. Children who lost out on education are more likely to be forced into child labor or early marriage and be trapped in a cycle of poverty for years to come. We cannot afford to let a whole generation of children become victims of this pandemic. National governments and international community must step up to soften the blow. There are not only more children experiencing poverty than before, the poorest children are getting poorer as well, the reporter notes. Some children may suffer one or more deprivation and others experience none at all. Therefore, the average number of deprivation suffered per children can be